Goldberg just ate 3MB for dinner. Oh my god! Here comes the dead man! That's Ryback! That's not Undertaker, unless Undertaker's a lot bolder and muscular than he used to be. Ryback takes advantage of the distraction. These two are not finished yet. You guys will have to come back soon. Oh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? What is going to happen here? What is going to happen? We're back on Raw. Loading up the next episode of Raw here. I wonder, you know. Hey, you, punk! Why don't you try something face to face instead of hitting me from behind like that? You think I'm scared of you, Goldberg? You should be. Look, I ain't afraid of you. I'm better than you've ever been. And I'm gonna prove it. When I beat you at Elimination Chamber. I'll get Taker sooner or later. But as of now, you're next. Is that so, huh? Ryback and Goldberg are brawling in the back. Ryback and Goldberg are having one heck of a brawl. It's only taking one security guard to hold back Goldberg. That's mental. But looks like Goldberg and Ryback are going to have a bit of a feud here. Looks like Goldberg needs to win his match. So let's do it. Goldberg coming to the ring again. We're taking audio out, so... Oh, he's got one-on-one with Jericho! Goldberg's going one-on-one with Chris Jericho. This will be an interesting match, because did Goldberg face Jericho in the day? I wasn't a WCW viewer, so I don't know, but Goldberg versus Jericho could be quite a good match. I mean, both can still go. But Goldberg versus Jericho, this is one of those matches that you can't honestly say you think you can expect, but you know, quite a good match here, and we're obviously building up. What a way to build up the feud, though. Goldberg and Taker haven't seen each other yet, and we know that's the eventual goal. But Goldberg and Taker haven't even seen each other yet. That is the way you build a feud. You just need to play someone's music, have somebody looking for someone. They can be looking for somebody for over a month. You know, you don't need it to be like every week they're having a conversation in the ring, standing there holding their championships above their head, talking about how they're going to kill each other, or even, and this is one of the things I absolutely hate, having a match with that person prior to the actual title match or the main event program. Goldberg versus Taker is a match that I don't think we will ever see, but if we did, I think the build-up would be fantastic. But the problem you'd have is you'd have to have Goldberg just run through a load of people like he is in this storyline, and that could be troublesome for WWE, because if you book Goldberg to just destroy a bunch of your stars ahead of having a big match with Undertaker, then what if Goldberg goes away after that match with Undertaker, and what happens then? You know, you're left with a talent roster that looks terrible because they've lost to a bloke who's not there anymore. That's the only problem with a character like Goldberg. Ooh, Goldberg nearly got the win there. Goldberg with the bear hug. Goldberg with that match-ending bear hug that he used a couple of times against 3MB. Goldberg going for the pin there. 1. Goldberg going up to the top. And down with that headbutt. 1, 2, 3. Oh! No! Goldberg going to finish it with that full Nelson. Full Nelson for the submission victory. Goldberg wins. Goldberg slaughters his way through Jericho as well here. So I wonder what's going to happen next week. Goldberg wins here. What's going to happen now? I'm really excited to see what happens next. I mean, Undertaker, we haven't even seen Undertaker yet. We've seen his music, but we haven't seen his Titantron and his music, but we haven't actually seen his face. So that's quite a good build, you know. Undertaker's still remaining mysterious. Now I know when we do see Undertaker, it's going to be worth it. So let's hope we see him soon. I know we're building up now to the match at the Elimination Chamber, Goldberg versus Ryback. Here's CM Punk. CM Punk in his locker room preparing for what must be a huge match coming up. Whoever it's with. You're the guy who won the Rumble. Yeah, I did, and I hope you're not hoping for a thank you because you stopped Taker from entering the match. No, I need to find Taker. Have you seen him? No, Taker's not been here since you beat him down at the Rumble. Hope you realise what you're getting yourself into by challenging the Undertaker's streak, because I tried to end it last year, and believe me, even your best efforts will come up short. No one, and I mean no one, can beat Taker at WrestleMania. Look, I've heard you're the man around here these days, CM Punk, right? But you have absolutely no idea what I'm capable of. That would be a match, wouldn't it? Punk versus Goldberg. There's a lot of matches that I think if you got Goldberg in for a year and had him have a series of just one-off matches, so he doesn't have to dominate people, he goes on his reputation, that it could be quite an interesting thing. You think a couple of matches Goldberg has over a year, you know, one at Mania, one at, I don't know, one at the Rumble, one at Mania, one at Survivor Series, one at SummerSlam, maybe, you know, and just has a couple of matches a year. You know, and in between he just cuts promos about you're next and I'm coming for you at SummerSlam. You know, that would be quite a good thing. But here's Goldberg. We got a match here with Damien Sandow. So let's just wreck Damien Sandow. Just wreck Damien Sandow. That's all Goldberg's here for today. But obviously, that's something that, you know, Goldberg could be an interesting one to come back and just have a couple of matches. Punk, Cena, possibly Taker. You could do Goldberg Kane, that could work. Goldberg Kane, Punk, Cena, maybe Bryan, Goldberg Bryan. I mean, obviously you've got the Goldberg Ryback. And Goldberg Lesnar, maybe? No, that was shit last time. You know, but there are a couple of matches that Goldberg could come back and have in the WWE that would be quite good payers. You know, maybe even Goldberg Triple H again. But, you know, series of matches with big name stars. You know, you don't need to do like Goldberg here every week, destroying the jobber of the week, destroying Zack Ryder this week, Santino next week. You just need Goldberg to come back and have these big, like, treat them almost like MMA fights. Have to do the big build sort of like you do for an MMA fight, and then do the big match. He doesn't need to be in contention for any of the titles. He doesn't need to go near the WWE title. Doesn't need to go near any of the belts. And it could be an interesting thing, you know. Goldberg wins the majority. Obviously, you get Goldberg. You'd have Goldberg win most of his matches, losing the last one to whoever is the big star you want to put over at the end. So say he beats Punk, he beats Bryan. Well, no, Bryan maybe not. Have him. I don't know. Beat Punk, beat Lesnar, beat Cena maybe, beat Orton. And then his last match, WrestleMania versus, say, Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan gets the win over Goldberg and ends his, like, 1.5 year long streak or something, you know. I mean, it wouldn't be like 117 or something, but it would be like, you know, you have Goldberg, and he has his little mini streak, you know. He has maybe 10 matches over 2 years. And then he goes 10-0, and then his 11th match he loses to whoever's the young guy you want to make into a huge star. I don't know. I just think there's merit. There'd be merit to something like that. That's kind of how Lesnar should have been done. Brought back when he's needed to, with the big goal being for some young up-and-comer to beat him eventually down the line. You know, he shouldn't have lost his first match. Goldberg shouldn't lose if he comes back until he loses the big match, the big you know, defining match to whoever he's there to put over. You know, I think Goldberg would do it as well, because I imagine he'd be more than willing to put someone over, because he must know that he's not got a big, like, career. You know, he's not like got another big long run out of him. But a 1.5 years of maybe a couple of matches a year could be interesting. I'd certainly like to see it. Maybe start at WrestleMania 30 with Ryback and then build up. Talk about Ryback. Here he is. Goldberg versus Ryback at Elimination Chamber. This is going to be an interesting match, I think. Two guys who are virtual, like, big, muscly dominator guys, you know. But yeah, what do you guys think about the idea of possibly doing like a 2 or 3 year Goldberg run, ending in him putting someone over? Give me your ideas in the comments below. That'd be something that I'd really like to read about. Read what you guys think. But here's Goldberg once again. Is this our Elimination Chamber match with Ryback? Yep. So Ryback versus Goldberg. But yeah, just let me know what you think. Would you guys be game for something like that? For Goldberg to come back, have a couple of huge matches, and then put over some young kid. I used Daniel Bryan in the example, but I mean, he could put over... I mean, one of his wins could be against Dolph Ziggler, and he puts over some young kid. He puts whether or not it's Daniel Bryan, because, you know, 3 years, Daniel Bryan is already a big star now, but... you know, he puts over somebody who's new, somebody who's come up from the developmental centre even. His last match is at a WrestleMania, because it would have to be at a WrestleMania. At least for me, it'd have to be like WrestleMania 32 or WrestleMania 33. And then he puts over this new young kid, and this new young kid has got one hell of a start. Could you imagine if your first match on the main card is against Goldberg? Your first match on the main card of the WWE is against Goldberg, a man who, for the last two or three years, has had maybe 10 matches in 3 years and has dominated in every single one. You know, and then you have that match. You beat Goldberg. You hard fought. He beats the shit out of you, blood everywhere. You know, beats you down, and then you're the guy who beats him. Could you imagine what kind of a start that would be? It would be almost like giving somebody the streak, the Undertaker's streak, except obviously Goldberg, this mini Goldberg streak that I've created in my mind, would be more sacrificial. You know, it's a lot harder for somebody to go 21-0 at WrestleMania than it is to go 10-0 over a 2-year period, of course. But it still could be treated as a big deal. This idea brought to you, of course, by Hope Booking, friend of the MFX podcast. I thought I'd give my good buddies there a shout out. But yeah, I just think there's some merit there. It's up to you guys to let me know, though. You're the it's all about you. Goldberg, spear. One, two. Oh. Hope you guys have been enjoying this series. I certainly have. We're probably into our we're probably into episode 2 at this point. I've been in my mind thinking of good edit points to break this up. This match and whatever happens at this pay-per-view will be enough to end the second episode, and then obviously we'll continue on to WrestleMania. I've really been getting a lot of content out of WWE 2K14, but that's obviously because there's so much you can do with it, and this creative mode allows other people to create content. I've been in talks with all manner of people who make content on this game, and yeah, I've got a lot of good content to come for the channel. And hope you guys have had a good Christmas, of course. This episode is coming out after Christmas and being recorded before Christmas, because I've literally recorded like a month's worth of content in one day at this point. Oh, nearly won there with Goldberg. Ryback seeming to have a bit of a second wind here in this match. But Goldberg, of course, into that quick pin there. Goldberg with the bear hug. Will that bear hug be enough to finish off Ryback? It looks like it. Goldberg defeats Ryback by submission. Ryback tapped out. What a match that was, Goldberg versus Ryback. Let's have a thumbs up on this video if you like the idea of Goldberg versus Ryback. I certainly do. And I think it could be a, you know, you just need you just need Goldberg to beat people down. That's all you need, really. But it looks like something's about to happen because it's immediately gone into a loading screen. Undertaker's behind Goldberg. Undertaker's behind Goldberg. Oh, good Lord, The Undertaker. This is the first time we've seen Undertaker in this storyline, apart from when he was laying down being beaten in the back of the head with a pipe. I think Undertaker might have accepted Goldberg's challenge, guys. I think he might have just accepted a challenge, but make sure you're back in the next episode for more of this storyline. Myself face to face instead of hitting me from behind like that. You think I'm scared of you, Goldberg? You should be. Look, I ain't afraid of you. I'm better than you've ever been, and I'm gonna prove it when I beat you at Elimination Chamber. I'll get Taker sooner or later, but as of now, you're next. Is that so, huh? Ryback and Goldberg are brawling in the back. Ryback and Goldberg are having one heck of a brawl. It's only taking one security guard to hold back Goldberg. That's mental. But looks like Goldberg and Ryback are going to have a bit of a feud. Ryback takes advantage of the distraction. These two are not finished yet. You guys will have to come back soon. Oh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? What is going to happen here? What is going to happen? We're back on Raw. Loading up the next episode of Raw here. I wonder, you know. Hey, you, punk! Why don't you try... Goldberg just ate 3MB for dinner. Oh my god! Here comes the dead man! That's Ryback! That's not Undertaker, unless Undertaker's a lot bolder and muscular than he used to be.